Xbox Game Pass is finishing off the year in style with another collection of AAA games and indie gems heading onto the service this December. Now, let me point you in an eastward direction.
Well, it finally happened. Things have gotten so bad for humanity that they've been forced to flee the surface world and start a grim new life underground. But for a man named John and his adopted daughter Sam, the thought of all that clear open space up above is just too much to resist. The world of Eastward is truly gorgeous, with an anime-inspired pixel art style that paints the screen with 100 charming little touches wherever you go. But it's also highly dangerous, so it's a good thing that John is a dab hand with a frying pan, while Sam has some burgeoning psychic powers to help keep them both safe. If you're looking for a more whimsical sort of apocalypse, you should definitely head eastward.
Now that the Walking Dead TV series has bitten its last brain, this could be the perfect time to wrap up Telltale's series by checking out the final season on Xbox and PC Game Pass. In this edition of the highly popular adaptation, you'll once again be making your way through the bloody tale filled with grueling choices as you try to survive in a washed-up, zombie-filled world. Picking up after the events of A New Frontier, the final season sees Clementine and AJ meeting up with a group of abandoned teenagers holed up inside an old boarding school. But as is always the case in The Walking Dead, their new home is quickly revealed to have a few problems of its own. So why not help them solve that with it on Game Pass right now?
Spend an hour or two of totally reliable delivery service and you're sure to experience a wave of newfound appreciation for your local couriers. This chaotic co-op game has you trying to deliver packages as quickly as possible across a vast open world by whatever means necessary. If that means ramming your truck through somebody's fence, driving a speedboat off a ramp, or clambering onto the back of an airborne blimp, well, then that's just how it goes. However, thanks to the game's goofy ragdoll physics, you probably shouldn't expect any of those jobs to go all smoothly. But when it comes to straight up hilarity, this is one game that's guaranteed to deliver.
Don't let any crafty Jedi fool you. If you're a Star Wars fan with the love of LEGO games, then this is absolutely the game you're looking for. The Skywalker Saga gives you the chance to blast through all three trilogies, complete with all the wacky humour and clever Easter eggs we've come to expect from the LEGO games. With added RPG mechanics, over-the-shoulder shooting, and combo-based melee fighting, it's the richest LEGO Star Wars experience we've ever had. And when it's running at 60 FPS on the Xbox Series X and S, it's also the prettiest. That's not to mention the incredibly stacked cast with over 300 playable characters and more zooming in all the time. They've recently added 30 familiar faces via a variety of character packs, including one dedicated to the hit series Andor.
Remember how nerve-shredding the original Hello Neighbor was as you tried to outfox the sinister sweater vest wearer who seemed to be getting smarter the longer you played? Well, in Hello Neighbor 2, you've got an entire neighborhood of frightening folks to worry about, although they don't all wear sweater vests at least. Coming to Xbox and PC Game Pass on day one, Hello Neighbor 2 has you playing the role of an investigative journalist, trying to get to the bottom of the mysterious things going on around Ravenbrooks. Learn each resident's daily routine so that you can outmaneuver them, but be careful, they'll be learning from every move you make too.
Both brand new and a blast from the past, Chained Echoes will be arriving as a day one addition to Xbox and PC Game Pass on December 8th. This 16-bit story-driven RPG follows a group of heroes as they travel across the war-ravaged continent of Valandis. They're trying to find their way to bring about peace, and fortunately for us as gamers, their chosen method seems to involve quite a lot of mech suit combat. Delicious. Anyway, it's got quite a rich cast of characters, a sprawling story, and a very vibrant world to explore, which means Chained Echoes is shaping up to be a nostalgia-filled treat of a game. Now, Bex, can you tell us about a game that's all going to make us feel extremely high?
Thanks, Sam. The timing couldn't be more perfect with High on Life arriving mere days after Rick and Morty wraps up its 6th season, meaning you won't be without their particular brand of foul-mouthed messed up space traveling mayhem for too long. Playing as an aspiring bounty hunter, this fiendish first-person shooter sees you teaming up with a bunch of gun-shaped aliens to take on the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. Expect plenty of meta gags about sci-fi conventions, gaming tropes, and whatever else happens to find its way into High on Life's crosshairs. Maybe even some sloppy steaks. Naturally, you'll also find out all sorts of hideous creatures and bizarre sights out in the depths of space, with Xbox Series X and S getting to experience the full cosmic horror of it all in 60 FPS. High on Life could be the perfect game to keep you laughing all through the holidays, and it arrives as a day one addition to Xbox and PC Game Pass on December 13th.
How does it go? Double double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble? Well, that's the sort of thing that you can expect in Potion Craft Alchemist Simulator. The game plays out more or less like a cooking sim as you chop, grind and boil all manner of ingredients to make your magical concoctions. Customers will come to you with their woes and worries, and it's up to you to decide what to sell them as a cure, which can present, some ethical dilemmas because technically some problems can be solved with deadly poison. Technically, but you didn't hear that from me. Anyway, this game combines the freedom of a sandbox adventure with the tactile satisfaction of a cooking sim and a gorgeous medieval tapestry style aesthetic. Potion Craft is sure to be good for what ails you. If you're looking for an epic RPG adventure that's suitable for little gamers who aren't quite ready to be slaying demons and slaughtering monsters yet, take a look at Rainbow Billy: The Curse of the Leviathan. In this adorable game, you're tasked with capturing creatures from across the land and using them to restore colour to the world around you. But not by forcing them to fight each other. That would be obviously utterly humane. Everybody calm down. Who would want a game like that, right? Instead, you'll find peaceful solutions to all sorts of problems and collecting over 60 critters as you go. With 30 odd hours of good nature gameplay to enjoy, Rainbow Billy could be the perfect playmate for any up-and-coming gamer.
With all these incredible games on the way to Xbox Game Pass this month, the holidays are going to feel nowhere near long enough this year. Although, that's kind of always the way, isn't it? Let us know which ones you're most excited about, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell too. Bye!